Hi, my name is Sarah. I am currently a junior at the University of Central Florida. I know, pretty straightforward introduction and kind of boring. I've repeated that same sentence more than I could possibly count, but it is something that I'm proud to say regardless of how many times I say it. Why, you may ask? Let me start from the very beginning to where it all started. I moved to the US at age 14. I was born and raised in Belgium. Moving to the US was not a cultural shock because I travel a lot and the US is where my family and I usually travel to. My parents wanted for my siblings and I to go to school in the US, in Florida more specifically. But that wasn't the only reason why. I am Muslim, so is my whole family. I decided to wear the hijab at a very young age. If you don't know what hijab is, it is the headscarf a Muslim woman wears. The hijab was a symbol of empowerment and liberation. In other words, it meant a lot to me. The hijab was not accepted in my school, so taking it off before walking in my school made me feel very uncomfortable. Freedom to express my religion was very important to me. My parents noticed how much it bothered me the fact that I had to take it off and put it back on when leaving the school. They announced that we will be moving to Florida soon. I was excited because I knew that religion was much more accepted in the US than it was in Belgium. However, another part of me was upset and sad because of all my friends and family I would leave behind. Regardless of all the flaws Belgium had, it was still my birth country. It is the only country I knew by heart and the only one I called home. So leaving it behind was strange and felt weird. My parents were very confident about their decision, so there was no choice for me but to follow along and hope for the best. So with the little excitement I had left in me, I searched all the schools in Florida. Because to be quite honest, I was very excited to live the life I've always wanted to live, the high school musical life. But my search wasn't only high schools. I searched up all the universities in Florida as well. After researching different universities in Florida, I came across the University of Central Florida's website. I remember Googling the university and printing out images to tape them on my wall in my room. I had no idea what the university was about or where exactly it was located. All I knew was that it is a university I might attend. It sounds really pathetic, but a few years ago I thought I was cool. And whenever someone would come in my room, I would brag about it and tell them that UCF will be the university I will attend without even being sure of it. Once we finally moved, my first goal was to learn English, obviously. I never spoke English before, so it was a challenge, but I was fluent in 4 different languages, so my tongue was used to different accents. That's what I kept repeating to myself anyway. I learned how to properly form sentences and hold conversations for about 5 minutes straight after 2 months living in Florida. After this goal has been reached, my second goal was to graduate from high school. For some, this might be the easiest goal. However, for me, it was difficult not because of the material we were learning, but because of how everything was set up. By the time I was a senior, I was already studying for the SAT and ACT. I was caught in my own stress and found out that the application deadline to apply for the law university at UCF had passed. I was very stressed out, and all I remember doing was crying and calling the administration and registrar's office to see if there was anything I could do. Unfortunately, there was nothing left to do. I looked up other universities, but nothing caught my eyes. One friend of mine suggested to go to Valencia College in order to not waste time on a whole semester doing nothing and then transfer. I thought about it for a while and finally decided to go with the plan. After 2 full years at Valencia, I finally completed my application and got admitted at UCF. It was a long journey, but I did make it. Looking through the list of courses I had to take at UCF made me so happy and excited. Valencia didn't offer a lot of psychology classes compared to UCF. I was very excited to finally learn more about my future career. I couldn't wait to start my semester already and get a good sense of how the human mind works. UCF has been an amazing experience so far. I've made so many friends, the people here are so nice and understanding as well as welcoming. I've been part of so many events and I also volunteered a couple of times. Something simple as celebrating my achievement with a slice of pizza and a drink after class was what made the difference. When I first started, I was taken aback by the size of the university and how open it felt. Attending school at UCF gave me the opportunity to interact with other students from different culture, ethnicities, and backgrounds, which is something Belgium lacked. The good energy at UCF is contagious. I believe UCF does a great job at offering something for everyone. UCF is definitely a university of high quality. I miss Belgium every day, but UCF makes me think of home, and I can now say that UCF is my new home. And that is the story of why I proudly say, my name is Sarah. I am currently a junior at the University of Central Florida, and my major is psychology. And I am UCF.